What's up, YouTube? Shawn DaGamer here, bringing you my thoughts and predictions on the next few episodes of Dragon Ball Super. The episodes' titles were leaked a few days ago, maybe earlier this week, for the next 3 or 4 episodes. 4 episodes, 50, 51, 52, 53. And they didn't really, it's not like the full titles, like, you know, they have super long titles. It's just like a brief synopsis of which one each one is. But we do know that tomorrow's episode, the June 25th episode, will be Goku versus Trunks. Trunks wakes up from his passing outage in the time machine. They get all the shenanigans happen. He wakes up, sees Goku, PTSD, goes in right for the attack. And then we saw the episode preview. It's going to be Goku versus Trunks. And then at the end of the episode, we're going to see Black Goku, or maybe like somewhere in the middle of the episode. So I think what's really going to happen is in episode 49 at least, Trunks is going to wake up, have PTSD, and for the first half of that episode, it's going to be Goku versus Trunks, while Black Goku is in the future trying to find out a way to get back to the past. And then in the second half of the episode, like after they do the whole, you know, after the whole halftime thing, it goes, and then, you know, we're going to get Black Goku in our present timeline to start the square off against future Trunks, Goku, and the gang. And then we're going to go to episode 50, which is going to be Black versus Goku, which I think is going to be pure action. Just I feel like this fight is going to be kind of similar to the first time, not the first time, but when Goku and Beerus fought, when Goku first achieved that God form, the red-haired God form, or Super Saiyan God, or Saiyan God. I like to call it Saiyan God and call it the blue-haired version Super Saiyan God just because it makes sense. It's going to be in the vein of that fight. It's going to be really good. It's going to be, I think, regular Goku, I think they're going to be tied and matched in strength because Goku's not going Super Saiyan Blue yet. He's going Super Saiyan, I'm going to presume, max out maybe Super Saiyan 2 if he really feels like he needs to. I feel like maybe he's going to go Super Saiyan 1 against Trunks, and then when Black Goku's appear, it's going to be like some kind of like, oh, you think you're me, can you do this? And he's going to go Super Saiyan 2, maybe, even though Toriyama and the gang says they're not really thinking about doing Super Saiyan, or they're not going to have Super Saiyan 2 and 3 be as prominent anymore. But I do feel like this is like the first stage of this fight, so I feel like Goku may break out Super Saiyan 2. I don't know if this Black Goku is going to break out any transformations, because we'll get into that in a couple of minutes. And if you follow me on, you know, YouTube and Twitter and stuff already, you know I'm the prophet. So if you watch my wrestling stuff, most of this stuff hopefully might come true. I just want good stuff to happen in the series. So I think we're going to actually have, you know, the whatchamacallit, my computer screen in the background and not do pictures. That way you can kind of see the titles. So then we move on to episode 51. It's going to be Missing Mai Across Time. So I think this episode is going to be pretty much based on maybe future Trunks looking at little Trunks and young Mai, and he's going to be having these memories. It's going to be more of like a flashback type episode while Goku is still fighting future Trunks. So I feel like this is going to be more of a flashbacky fight episode. You know, Goku, you know, Trunks having feelings towards Mai, and it's just going to be like flashbacks of how they came together and why Mai's even in the picture. So I think we're going to get a lot of Mai. I believe what's going to happen in this, okay, I got it. In this episode right here, it's going to start, because I don't think they're probably going to hint at what Black Goku's doing in episode 50, or, you know, 50, 49, 50. They're going to be hinting at it. But I think this is going to be episode 51, where we actually start understanding what Black is and what Black is doing and why he destroyed the, you know, even more the future timeline. Because what I want to know is, this is 17 years after the Cell Saga. So did the future ever get back to a point of normality, like green, flourishing, people starting to rebuild. 17 years is a short time, but a long time to at least get civilization back to some kind of working condescendence, if that makes any sense. So I hope that was the right word to use. I believe 51 is going to be the start of telling what Black Goku really is, and then we're going to get episode 52, which is entitled Gohan. Well, not what's going to be based around our Gohan and future Trunks. So I believe this episode is going to be more focused around Gohan seeing Trunks, knowing where Trunks has came from, and he's coming back, and Gohan's, already supposed to be getting back to training, but he went to the press conference. He missed the tournament because of this conference, and we haven't seen Gohan really. I think we've seen him a tiny bit since the end of the tournament, but we haven't seen him a lot. So I think this episode is going to be like Gohan talking to Trunks. They're all doing something, or Gohan shows up, and it's just going to be like maybe it's going to be like that scene in Space Jam where Charles Barkley lost his powers, and they're at he's at the fence, and the girls like, hey, you want to play some basketball with us? And he goes to play basketball. If you've seen Space Jam, you know what I'm talking about. And he can't do any of his old moves, and maybe it's going to be like the same thing. He's like, you ain't the real Charles Barkley. Use a fake. Use a phony. Future Trunks is going to be like that. You're not the Gohan that I knew. You're not even the Gohan that I left when I went back to the future. Where is the Gohan that's a fighter? Where's the Gohan that's a warrior? Things like that. So I feel like something's going to happen in the fight between Goku and Black to help Black start to get the upper hand. So I think this, I know I'm going a lot into detail, just I'm just building off what I'm saying, so trying to keep this under 10-15 minutes as well. So this episode 52, Goku and Black are still fighting. Black starts to get the upper hand. Gohan is getting the whole Charles Barkley, you ain't the real Charles Barkley treatment from future Trunks, and maybe that motivates him to actually step up, fight, and we might see Gohan in the Omniverse tournament. And then episode 53 is going to be called Black's True Identity Revealed. So I don't think I've talked about this yet, but Black Goku probably, I said early in the video, I don't think he can possess transformation to go Super Saiyan and things like that, because this is not a real Saiyan from all the quotes and hints that he drops, saying, Trunks, you're a disgrace to a proud race, things like that. Today's the last day you die, Saiyan. I finally get to eradicate the Saiyans, all that crazy stuff that he's been saying. So I believe that this thing might actually be that Green Mikaioshin, and he has the power of not only time travel, but to become your greatest fear, or your the strongest. Okay, if we think about it like this, in Trunks' timeline, Gohan never ascended past his father. We're going to assume that Gohan never ascended past his father, or he's on the same strength of his father. And maybe this black demon, this demon is in Otherworld or something, and he just happens to he can take the shape of things, and the strongest person in the universe is supposedly Goku. So what if he just takes the form of Goku, and then when he gets back to our timeline, he sees somebody like Beerus or the Supreme Kai or something. He sees a Kai or a god, Beerus is there, or maybe even Whis. And he's like, okay, so in this timeline, the gods are the strongest being, since they're actually playing a role and getting involved in human business. Maybe he's like, okay, you're, these are the strongest, so here's my true identity, and this is how I'm going to kill you now. Because think about it, why would this black thing take the form of Goku and talk about Saiyans? So if I were this black figure or creature, whatever it is, if I'm trying to be this ominous presence to try to kill you and put fear into you, if Goku isn't the strongest and this Beerus god of destruction is, I'm going to take the form similar to that. You know, I'm going to take the form similar to Beerus, you know, a god or a Kai, and then this is how I'm going to stomp you out in this form. I just feel like that makes sense. So, and that's all the episode titles, 53. So, I believe that's what's pretty much going to happen. Black identity is revealed. So, episode 53 is going to skip a week as well, so be prepared for that. And it's going to air July. Oh, no. Correction. One of these shows is going to skip a week. From what I read, episode 53 will not air on July 24th. So next month, something's going to be skipped. So I think this episode is going to be skipped a week, and then we're going to do that. So on the week of, so after episode 52, which is the future Trunks Go on Hunt episode, take a week off. We'll probably do a lot more things around that time, Dragon Ball related, because this series is going to pick up. So if you guys have any alternate ideas of what I said, but I feel like we're not going to start getting a real explanation to what happened in the timeline until episode 51. That just makes the more sense. Missing Maya across time, if she's actually dead, it will just like seeing Goku fight, and then it'll bring back these memories of like Mai being, you see what I'm saying, like Mai being this brave soldier, and she went down the line of battles for her man and things like that. If you have any other thoughts, or you think I'm just completely full of malarkey, leave it down below, or leave your thoughts down below on what you want to happen in the next couple of episodes. But I just feel like the way I explained it makes the most sense. I don't remember what I said because I'm still waking up, so go back and rewatch the video. But I think it made a lot of sense. You know, just to have it play out, you know, slowly but surely, giving us little bits and pieces of what's happened in the past. You know, slowly easing into this major development on episode 53 of his identity being revealed. You know, Goku and him are going to be evenly matched for most of this fight throughout these episodes, and then I feel episode 52, 53 is when either one of these Gokus start to get the upper hand, and my money is on actually regular Goku. I feel like maybe episode 52, he's going to get sick of it. He's going to get sick of playing around with this thing. He's going to just go Super Saiyan Blue, realize he's outmatched, and then that's when he reveals his true identity, and then probably starts to form, you know, a new plan to try to beat Trunks. So there we go. Leave your thoughts down below again. Share this video out with your friends, subscribe if you haven't already, and like if you want to show your support. If you want to follow me on anything other than YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch, will all be linked down in the description below. With all of that information being shared out to you, I am Shawn DaGamer, and I am out of here.